Good morning, I'm Matt Paddock. Today is Thursday, February 4th.
And I'm Fontaine Glenn. Thank you for joining us for 18 News Today and waking up with us this morning.
And it's the 6 o'clock show. So Today's hint is this is something you make when it's cold out. It's kind of like a heartier meal, well, not hearty.
Chowder.
Along those lines. Keep going down.
Beef stew.
More watery.
Soup.
Yes, it's National Homemade Soup Day.
I love soup.
I'm going to have to make soup now.
Well, it's Homemade Soup Day. So
Sorry.
favorite soup, favorite homemade soup.
Well, it was my grandmother's beef vegetable soup. She would get all of her vegetables from the garden.
Just
It was so good.
Yours?
Cheddar broccoli.
See, I like I think it's wedding meatball soup. It's
Wedding soup.
Yes, wedding soup. Oh my gosh,
Italian
phenomenal.
wedding soup.
My
Yeah, I know
mom
which one you're
makes
talking
the
about.
world's best meatballs.
I say she's Italian. She better make a good wedding
She
soup.
does. Well, my grandpa's #1 rule as an Italian when it comes to making meatballs, you don't wash your hands first. Don't know why that was, but it's a family hand down. I don't know why.
A little family secret you're spilling, I see.
That's all the folks at home are getting. But Jess, what's the weather looking like in downtown Elmira today?
Yeah, this morning you certainly want to bundle up. We're dealing with some chilly temperatures out there. We're now at 9 degrees here in Elmira, but you know what? At least we're not dealing with steady snowfall like we've dealt with the past few days. So that's the plus side out there. Temperatures in some spots, single digits to even into the 20s. Seeing a range of temperatures this morning. We're at 22 in Wellsboro, 24 in Spencer, 21 in Watkins Glen, 8 now over towards Corning, 16 in the Bath area. So no matter where you are, you'll still want to bundle up, but luckily enough, the radar and satellite are quiet this morning. Nothing's going on. Now, as we head towards tomorrow morning, things will be changing, but let's just talk about today. It's going to be nice. We'll enjoy some sunshine, not to mention our temperatures are warming up as well. Close to 40 degrees by later on this afternoon, and that continues tomorrow, but like I said, next system moving in, increasing that potential for shower activity. Full details on that coming up in just a bit.
The fallout from the Attorney General's report finding the state may have undercounted nursing home COVID-19 deaths by 50% continues. Republican lawmakers are calling on the state for transparency on in-facility nursing home deaths.
And now the Cuomo administration is on a time crunch to cough up the truth. 18 News reporter Daryl Matthews has the latest on this ongoing battle with the state.
Republican lawmakers continue their push for the start of a full investigation into New York State's handling of the COVID-19 crisis in nursing homes.
We've had a subpoena drafted, and if any of my colleagues in the Senate majority are really serious about issuing a subpoena and launching a thorough investigation, all they have to do is sign and send it.
Calling for further investigation so we can get the thrust of the real numbers and actually get a real accounting of what the impact of the governor's order was that sent COVID positive people into nursing homes.
A Supreme Court ruling was made against Governor Andrew Cuomo, giving him 5 days to release information regarding nursing home deaths.
The Empire Center, a good government group in New York State, has sought these records through FOIL requests that have been stonewalled by Governor Cuomo for months.
Republicans want Commissioner Howard Zucker to testify and provide all nursing home data, in addition to communications regarding the March order requiring nursing homes to readmit COVID-positive patients.
If we don't know the full picture, we can't fully make sure that this doesn't happen again.
A judge siding with Senator O'Mara and the Empire Center for Public Policy against the Department of Health over a Freedom of Information lawsuit, ordering them to release the requested nursing home data within 5 days.
Thank you, Daryl. And Libertad Elmira and the Faith Temple Community Church will soon become community-based pop-up vaccination sites for COVID-19. Now, that is according to Governor Andrew Cuomo.
The new sites are among the 35 sites at churches, community centers, and public housing complexes opening across the state. No start date has been set by the state or local government.
And COVID-19 cases are on the decline nationwide, but still twice as high as they were at their peak this summer.
And health experts are worried that downward trends could soon reverse, driven by the spread of the more contagious virus variants. NBC's Sarah Dolph has the story.
Long lines and long waits at mass vaccination centers nationwide.
You ready?
A race to get shots in arms. The country averaging more than 1.3 million doses administered every day over the past week.
We are on track to meet the president's goal of 100 million shots in 100 days. Ready?
Working to stop more contagious and potentially more deadly COVID-19 mutations.
The more people that are protected from infection, the less opportunity you give to the virus to mutate. It can't mutate if it doesn't replicate.
A statement underscored by new findings on AstraZeneca's vaccine. Research that has not yet been peer-reviewed reveals it not only provides 76% protection against the virus for at least 3 months after one shot, but also reduces the risk of transmission by almost 2/3.
We've talked for months about this idea of herd immunity, but we didn't have proof until now that vaccines would help prevent spread of the virus. So this is really amazingly good news.
And while cases nationally are trending down, health experts issuing a warning about the upcoming Super Bowl.
Please watch the Super Bowl safely, gathering only virtually or with the people you live with.
Big parties and gatherings, a bad bet right now. Sarah Dolph, NBC News.
And this morning, we're hearing from the mother of a Rochester 9-year-old who was pepper sprayed by police. The incident happening Friday when officers responded to a family help call in Rochester. On the scene, a parent was concerned the child would cause harm to herself or others. And for the child's safety and at the request of the parent, the child was put in handcuffs. When the child would not comply with officers' commands and put her feet inside of the patrol car, an officer used pepper spray on the child. The officers have since been suspended, and the girl's mother says that's just not enough.
I definitely would like to see them fired. If criminal charges comes about, it does, but my main goal is no one who would treat a 9-year-old child like that should be in law enforcement to help anyone.
An internal review is currently being conducted by the police department into this case.
Meanwhile, 2 local groups are making their voices heard on the encounter with the girl. The Faith Community Alliance, alongside the Take It Down Planning Committee and allies, are calling for an end to police brutality against Black people, with an emphasis on brutality against Black children. They say that last week's pepper spraying of that 9-year-old girl is an example of a larger problem.
This brutality reintroduced and reinforced continued trauma that is heaped upon Rochester's entire Black community.
The groups say that greater anti-racist education must be implemented in the RPD. As for the case, 3 officers have been removed from patrol duty as an internal investigation moves forward. The State Attorney General office is also reviewing what happened.
And the time's now 6:08 and still to come on 18 News today.
As we get closer to the big game, security is tightening up in Tampa. Stay tuned.
For a look at today's daily forecast, luckily enough, no snow is in the picture for today, but sunshine is in the picture for us, not to mention warmer than average temperatures. Mid to high level clouds begin to increase a late day, and that snow shower potential increases overnight tonight. A full